down. I want to get this started right off jump. We're about to have an amazing time. We get a chance to be joined by some of the greatest casts in history. Narvi's already out of control, so we're about to have a good time. So, as I go down the line, as if people don't already know what it is, for the people who are new to Power Morphicon, do me a favor, into the mic, start with you, Scott. Give us your name and your character and share with the people. Yeah, please, anytime I'm talking. Hey, crazy, we got my man.
TJ! I like TJ. Still looks like his character.
We're going to start now with my man Selma already. This is going to be a crazy panel. I want to get to as many people as we possibly can. Everybody in the microphone, say your name, say your character for people who are not familiar, and let's get this thing cracking. Clearly, we'll go ahead. You know.
That's Selma.
Selwyn Ward.
Woo! Woo! It's TJ!
Hi, I'm Tracy Lynn Cruz, Ashley, the Yellow Ranger.
Woo!
Space.
Yeah!
Hi, I'm Scott H. Vector as a director, producer, Oscar voice guy of the show.
Woo!
And I make sure I got plenty of ball and Jason Booth.
Hi, I'm Brienne Spell Rosie. I played Circuit and a bunch of other things, and I played a burping character on a few other things. Hey, I'm Nakia. I played Tanya in Power Rangers Zeo and Turbo.
Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Shepard. I played Diva Tox.
Yeah!
Hi, I'm Catherine Sutherland. I played Kat in I Know Zeo and Turbo.
Woo! Love you, Kat.
Hello, I'm Heinz Simon. I'm from the Fox Street. I see you had that thing removed. Shuki has not been with me for some time, yes.
Hi, everybody. I'm Manifest Destiny's Child.
First and foremost, anybody who has not been to the panels, y'all don't already know we have an amazing time. This panel's gonna be no different. So what I want to do is, I want to give you guys the layout. We have all these amazing actors, all these amazing rangers. This is what's gonna happen. We're going to be joined by even more. So I want everybody to be a chance to ask a question, answer a question. So do me a favor. If you have a question, don't give me the, everybody go down the line and answer this one question. All right, because that takes away from everybody who wants to ask a question, and it takes a lot of time, and I want everybody to be happy. So I will limit to you at the most 2 people. Does that sound fair?
Yeah!
Does everybody hear me?
Yeah!
Because you know some people be trying to sneak up. Well, actually, this is for 3. That's not 2. So limited to 2. So everybody do me a favor who has a question, stand in line up right there. Get your question ready. Make sure it's a concise question. I know a lot of times we get nervous meeting the Rangers, and that's normal because I am sitting there nervous next to the first black leader of the Power Rangers. So we're gonna have fun. Make sure you're respectful. Everybody, this is just a good time, man. How you doing, buddy? And every time, when I say where you from, say your city, we all gonna get hyped, man, because we're all nerds together in the Power Ranger universe. All right? What's your name, buddy? Where you from? What's your question?
Buddy Felix, I'm from Los Angeles. I don't even
Los Angeles!
My question is from Vulcan Skull, Jason Howard, Paul Schreier. Now when this is a Turbo panel, so I'm gonna ask something about Turbo. When the first cast left and then the new people came, was it a little hard to get used to them, or how did it feel seeing the first cast leave and the second one coming in on Turbo?
Catherine tells me it was very easy for us to adjust. I think that you're always sad to see coworkers move on to do other stuff, but you have to look ahead to a fresh new day and make the best of what's happening today, and that means get it together and show up on set and make a TV show. That's what we did.
And with that, man, I want to say I am sorry, Bulk and Skull, on behalf of every Power Ranger fan, because at the beginning of the show, it seemed like Bulk and Skull were bullying the Power Rangers.
No,
As the show went on,
no.
they got, let me finish this, let me finish this.
Ball playing pretty girls,
Beautiful skin,
perfect faces.
popular.
They were mean to us.
They got bullied. Everybody saw Bulk and Skull get bullied as the show went on. Bulk and Skull came into Ernest Cafe and just get hit by a cake. Who was bullied? Anyway, I want to apologize if y'all went through that, okay? Nobody deserves it. How you doing, buddy? What's your name? What's your question? How you doing?
I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. How are you just helping through?
Sarah, where are you from?
Arcata, California!
Arcade!
And I have Fragile X syndrome, which is a form of mental delay, and Power Rangers help me through the ups and downs of that.
Awesome.
And nobody is going to tell me otherwise that Power Rangers, that I can now let Power Rangers, I will tell them.
Yeah!
Screw you! Roll on.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah. Get that high five in.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Look, don't let me tell you that you can't go down the line and get high five.
You do whatever you want. Now, sanitize.
How you doing, buddy? What's your name?
Russell from Los Angeles.
What's that? East Side?
I'm gonna pick Tracy. Welcome to Palomocrathon. And
Thank you so much.
since we haven't seen you in a while, can you tell us what your experience is like at Palomocrathon and what you've been up to?
Yes, thank you for the question. Yes, it's been amazing. Since I did San Diego Con, I was taking it just one step at a time, and that was an amazing experience, and that's what led me to come here. And you guys have been so amazing, so welcoming, loving, and I just want to say thank you so much. During that hiatus, I mentioned earlier in a panel that I had been working on my credentials for teaching, and I have friends of mine that humble me every day. So as I leave here, you guys make me feel so special. But as I leave here, I'm going to be very humbled with little snap notes and trophies.
Yeah!
And I enjoy being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your question. I will say, Tracy, on top of that, to give you a true compliment, this isn't because you're here, you look more beautiful now than you did on the show.
Thank you very much. I agree with you. I'm trying to shave my hair.
Don't you ugly?
I'm not here just to moderate, guys. I also drop these compliments. How you doing, brother?
My name is Patrick Jr. from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm doing great.
Nashville, make noise!
First of all, Sullivan, thank you for helping us learn the curveball. It really helped our style, not my style that I played in high school. My question is for Tracy. Was there any resentment towards Cassie that she had the first love interest with the Phantom Ranger?
No, not at all. I think my character was quite busy herself. between Carlos and Andros and whatever else came on.
After dark, folks.
Yeah!
Thank you so much for the question.
Why you gotta make it so kinky?
How you doing, bud? What's your name? What's your question?
Hey, I'm Christopher from Canoga Park.
Canoga Park!
My question is for Paul and Jason. What was your favorite cartoon show when you were a kid?
Oh, that's a tough one. Popeye. You know what they used to have that was really kind of funny? They had Beatles cartoons. They were still running them in the early 80s. Yeah. Cartoons for the Beatles, remember those?
I've seen them.
Yeah. Yeah, and we would watch those before school, and the third Beatles cartoon, we'd have to go. So I remember waking my mom up, because she worked the late shift, and be like, Mom, the third Beatles cartoon!
I never watched any animation until I had a lovegasm over Robotech. I love Robotech.
I became a big Voltron fan at one point.
Yeah. Big, like giant robot big.
My brother had a crush on Lyndon May.
What?
My brother had a crush on Lyndon May from Robotech.
Yeah,
There you go.
me too. Like she was drawn.
That was a fun, my brother.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, dude.
How you doing, buddy? What's your name? What's your question?
Hey guys, my name's Hector from Miami, Florida. My question's for Jason and Paul. Looking back in 1993 when you guys first started the characters, did you ever think you'd be so popular that they'd keep you going for many seasons, even asking you to come back?
Well, honestly, we thought we were going to be done in like a month.
Yeah, we thought the whole thing was
Like the minute I saw the Japanese footage, I was like,
game over. This is stupid. Who would watch this?
and clearly, you know, we were wrong. and then 37 seconds after the show went on the air, we were #1 in the world, and it was a cultural phenomenon. And at that point, we were like, if they try to fire us, I'm gonna do the old heart attack routine. And it's gonna be like him at Walmart with his mom, you know,
Yeah, look, man, when we got those first scripts, we were like, all right, I got a role in a TV show. We're like, I'm not in this one. I'm not in this one. Wait, I got a line. Oh, I'm repeating the other guy.
Yeah, but wait, what are all these other lines? Oh, it's just a bunch of people in monochrome colors saying, yeah, guys, let's go. Come on, guys. Hey, guys.
Hey, Jim, remember how I quit the job at the Ford dealership? Sure. Paul.
What?
Tell them what the scripts used to say for you guys.
So after like 5 seasons, they were sick of us complaining about that the gags weren't good enough, right? Because we would always have to argue with the directors to change it if it wasn't really written fairly well. And so it just said, in the 6th season, it just said, Logan's told me something funny.
We never did.
Right, and that's a very interesting flip of the script. Literally, because if it sucked, they know when to blame it us, right? Before we could be like, this writing is terrible. We have to improve it by doing this.
Nice. Do me a favor. Very last person in line. Raise your hand. You are the last question. Nobody get up behind him. Your final question for arrangement. How you doing, buddy? What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Michael. I'm from San Diego. Thank you guys for all being here. You guys all rock. This question's for Nakia and Tracy. Both your seasons have like different uniforms and outfits. I just wanted to know which uniform, design-wise, that you prefer.
I loved In Space.
Yes!
I really liked the Zeo intricacy. It just reminded me of like Egyptian, or it was, I like the style, the Zeo.
Great
Thank
question.
you for the question.
How you doing, buddy? What's your name? What's your question?
Hello, I'm David. I'm from Sacramento.
Sacramento!
So, funny enough, I have the same question, but for Catherine and for Johnny.
I think I would go for Zeo, actually, just for the same reasons. I'm trying to come up with something cooler, but I can't think of anything else. I liked the song better.
Yeah, I think I liked the Zeo. I actually preferred the My Girlfriend helmet, but I liked the Zeo suits. I thought the helmets were a little boring. But
What about the ninja? I was in ninja too.
the ninja was definitely my favorite of all of them because it was like wearing pajamas. Spandex pajamas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great question.
Can I just have to add-
Yes.
can I add something real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay, I kind of prefer In Space because my tortoise Bumpy was there with Divatox. Bumpy was the evil Ninja Turtle. So he didn't, his shell was his uniform. That's awesome. I don't know if anybody remembers the evil Ninja Turtle. That was what he was. Nice! Throw it out there.
Side note, I actually prefer, in Turbo, the morphing sequence. I prefer Selwyn's Red Ranger morph, Hell Halls, but because he looked ripped, I'm like, I want to grow up to be ripped. I have not reached that goal. How you doing, man? What's your name? What's your question, buddy?
I'm Colt from Dallas, Texas. My question is for Catherine because I just found out my now fiance and I have to move to Australia on Thursday. So what can I expect?
At the suggestion of a judge?
Plead the fifth.
That's amazing.
Well, you know, it's funny because when I was there, I didn't appreciate how beautiful it was until I left. But the people are wonderful. They're very, you gotta get your beer drinking up though. If you don't like beer, you gotta start liking beer.
And drive through
They love Americans. You'll be fine. Where are you moving? Sydney or?
Sydney, yes.
Sydney. That's my hometown. So Sydney's awesome. Very easy to get around. The train system and buses are really easy. It's fun.
He's going to be the new director of human resources at the Opera House. So.
Holy
Nice. Impressive.
Can you hook us up?
You get tweet
Tweet you?
I don't know Twitter.
What does that mean? What is a tweet? They don't have that down here. Tweet technology, they got to think about a kookaburra.
I love how you became the superhero. Guys, tweet me.
You're human resources.
Congratulations. How you doing, buddy? Actually, Scott, I have a question for you, man. This is a two-part question. Yeah. First, I love how I said your name and you look around. Any other Scouts? So, how did you become a part of the show? And second, which was your favorite cast to work with? Pretty good, guys.
Do not touch the third rail, Scott. Okay.
Who does he keep in touch with?
I was working at Salon for a few years before this all came about. A few hundred years. I did, my first show was Mapletown.
Mapletown?
That was really a piece of shit. But we did lots of those back then. Anyway, so we've done a few versions of Power Rangers and different things before. I think we did 3 of them. The one before this, the one that finally got done was more like a mod squad with a black guy and 2 girls. It was really interesting.
Bioman? Was that what it was?
Yeah. That was interesting.
That was a little turd.
Yeah, so finally, I did the pilot. I was just doing engineering at that point in time, and I helped with the directing and we gave all the original stuff for it. And then we also saw the show with never got on the air. Yep. The editor said that he got in the air and he was had, and he did. He was pretty quiet. I was happy with it. And then Tony Oliver was doing it at the very beginning, and then he went away to do something else and brought me in about episode 30 or something. I don't know what. And started directing then. The first one I did is I got a voice in the first show to prove I could do it, and went from there. And favorite cast? I'm not gonna answer that.
Smart.
No, actually, the one I was working with. Except for, we'll go there.
I like that, man. So now, how you doing, buddy? What's your name? What's your question?
Hey, how's it going? My name's Eric. I'm from Jersey. So my question is for the TurboCast. For the guys who were in the Turbo movie, I keep on hearing online that there was so much cut from the Turbo movie. I heard that there was like even a Zeo fight in the Turbo movie. Do you guys recall shooting anything in Zeo for the Turbo movie?
There was stuff that was in the script that never got shot. There were things in Zeo. Well, basically, when we more like the Zeo Crystal, I think when they came in contact with water, then it stopped working, and that's how they explained why we needed new powers. So there were scenes where Tanya and Adam went into the water to fight the Piranhatrons or whatever, and then we lost. We came out with our suits all torn apart. And then you guys were supposed to have something, you lost your power, and once you hit the water or whatever. Right, and so there were things that were in the script, and like I was supposed to save a mermaid or something, and fall in love with a mermaid. There's a campfire scene, there's like all sorts of stuff. The flamethrower, which you guys shot.
We shot the flamethrower scene. So a crocodile is supposed to launched out of me, and I saved myself. Tommy didn't save me. But they apparently ran out of budget. The carbon. That's the scene on the back of the DVD with me, the flamethrower.
Cool.
False advertising.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, man. Catherine, can you just talk and narrate my life, please?
Narrate the life.
Yes.
Because I also worked on the locations as well. So day one, or maybe there was, in answer to your question, there was a lot that was filmed that was sort of impromptu. When we get there day one, the boat couldn't dock because there was a bunch of rocks. So literally, there was the three of us, the manager, Devin Sheridan, and myself, and then Van Kuhlenberg. Literally, we're all in our cars, we just take off and have to go and find a whole new location, which is not easy. And then the cast was already there and coming and getting ready to go. And it was almost, it seemed like we were constantly chasing locations because weird little things would go wrong. And then the cast there, they were amazing because they sort of had to adapt to new stuff and move things around in the script. And somehow it all worked out, but man, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of things shot that didn't get in, that even wasn't in, and then there was things that were supposed to. Anyway, all over the place. It was kind of like that the whole time. It was fun.
There was one day we didn't even have makeup. There's a long shot where we're on the pirate ship, and they have a helicopter shot, and Jason Frank says, "We are not going to let them shoot us without makeup." So he had a tattoo, his first tattoo, and he pulls his sleeve up, and he's like, reading it, and a big thing, and we're all looking like a hot mess, and they used it.
We shot a whole different fight on the boat. You remember?
Yeah, it was awesome.
We had a really killer fight sequence that Koichi did on the boat.
It was awesome. They
It was
cut
a
it to
good,
pieces.
they just chopped it up and deleted it. I don't think they even used any of the fight.
Hardly any other.
Man, we need a deleted scenes. 2 movies. I heard from Mighty Morphin and from Turbo. Speaking of Turbo, Hillary, this is for you. First and foremost, I want to give you props on being one of the most gorgeous villains we could ever. It was like, I don't know how you guys felt. Like, you know, I'm not talking about the second Rita. I'm talking about the first Rita. It was hard on the face. And then when you saw David's out, you're like, should I be scared? Or should I be happy? Anyway, you were really amazing. How was it for you entering that universe and kind of bringing that sex appeal to this character?
I actually had no idea. I'd never seen the Power Rangers. I just was an actress that went to audition, and I read the character, and I thought I could bring a lot to it. They let me improvise. I was in a comedy group, and I was used to just saying whatever I wanted and being funny, so I added that to her and made her very vain, and I sort of took, they were great. They just sort of let me fly with it. I was shocked when I was cast. I thought they were going to never, you go on these auditions, and I think I got lost on the way, and I almost didn't go, and I was like, I'll never get this anyway. I turned around and I gotta try, and I actually ended up getting the part. I was really glad that I did not show up. But it was my favorite part I've ever done. It was such a great experience, and the day I got the part, I found out I was pregnant, so I was like, oh my gosh, that outfit I had to wear, so I was kind of miserable throwing up in my trailer, which helped me be a total bitch, But I didn't get to meet everyone because I was kind of in my submarine, and all our scenes were shot away from everybody. There were very few times we got to interact, so it's been great to do these conventions and actually become friends with everybody and travel with everyone. Yeah, it's been really
Thank you,
great.
my queen.
How you doing, buddy? What's your name? What's your question?
My name's Ed Templan. I'm from Rialto, California.
Rialto! Hold on. You deserve better than that. Rialto!
Thank you very much. Okay, so my question is for anyone who wants to take answer.
Nah, man. Need you to pick some people, brother.
Okay, fine. And my question is for Scott. In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Zeo Turbo, there was a monster of the week that will always get destroyed, but the next season we'll see them on a different show.
On a different show, like Family Matters?
On a different Power Rangers season. Did you ever wanted to make a joke about that, kind of put monster monsters that survived the attack with Power Rangers, because whenever you heard it was Morphetile, that wasn't a word you didn't want to hear. You didn't want to hear that word if you were a monster. So, did you ever wanted to do a joke how the monsters survived the Power Rangers attack?
Well, we did it, but we didn't ever say it exactly that way.
You mean like Monster Rehab or something?
Yeah.
Like, you're going up against the Power Rangers, we'll look at you, you lose the monster or something.
Usually we run down here to the mark and say, what are you doing? We saw such things. Yeah, we got a budget. It expanded, says monster times, we flew this guy, that guy, and then there's your monster. So that's how it worked.
Nice, thank you, man. I will say, Nakia, this is for you. I love the introduction of Tanya and Zio. Well, pretty much in the very last episode of Mighty Morphin, and you were literally African. In the first episode, you're like, "Hello, everybody," and the next episode, you're like, "So, guys, where we going?" African accent right there. Just want to let you know we're paying attention to the kid.
I want you to know, I asked when I was on set, I was like, am I African from Africa? Should I have an accent? Because, really? You know, they're like, no, worry about it.
You spoke the King's English that second episode. Hello, everybody. I am Tanya from Africa. Oh, it's nice to meet you. Billy, where are we going next? It's not the same time. How you doing, buddy? What's your name? What's your question?
Moderator body check.
I'm Brad from Henderson, Kentucky.
Say it again.
Henderson, Kentucky.
Anderson, Kentucky!
In the yellow, I almost finished all my questions for Nakia already, so I'm going to ask Kat and Johnny. During Turbo, whenever they switched over from doing your sequences where you guys actually did your mountain blaster and everything like that, and they dropped that, how was that?
How was it?
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Like, during the first season, the first part of Turbo, you guys actually had all your, where you guys had Mountain Blaster, Moonstar, Wind Chaser, and all that stuff. And then we shot those. I know, but then after that, they dropped all those calls. How was your reaction?
Oh yeah, we didn't say those actually. We didn't say. We did say wind. I said Wind Chaser Turbo Power.
Yeah. What about how we do it?
Did they? Did we say, what did we say? Shifted to turbo after that?
That's it. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Instead of just shouting it out.
Shouting it out.
Yeah. Well, because they probably did something that
Was easy.
everyone is saying.
Yeah. The same
It's like
thing.
it's more time.
Yeah. It's a catchphrase. Yeah. Yeah. Did that answer the question?
Thank you. Everybody, welcome Lex Lang.
There he is. How you doing, buddy? Somebody? Take a picture?
Where is Blake Foster and Steve Cardenas?
Hey, we don't have time to worry about who's not here. I need to focus on the people that are.
Yeah!
That was the best comeback for that ever, because I have no idea where they are. But, how you doing, buddy? What's your name? What's your question?
Wait. He needs to introduce himself. Please introduce yourself.
Hey. Hi, everybody. My name is Lex Lang, and on this show, Turbo, I really had the privilege to play Rygog. That's what happens when you send a mutant, a moron, to do a mutant's job.
Yeah!
And then Larago also. So it's a real pleasure to be here. It's my first year ever, and I wasn't around for the last few days, but today I'm here and I'm this.
Nice. Look at this. Power Rangers Turbo in space, sitting together, bonding. What's up, little buddy?
Go ahead, Julian, lay it on us, my homie.
Did you guys notice that as the seasons went on, that the cast was disappearing very fast?
You know, Julian, to be honest, yes, we did. We did notice, but you know what made it okay? That we
we had Coachella. And donuts. You know, heroes come and go, but idiots are forever.
I want to give props to Jason and Paul, man. First and foremost, I don't know, a lot of times we watch Power Rangers and a lot of mysteries happen. When the White Ranger saga was going on and we didn't know who the White Ranger was going to be, I literally thought it might have been Skull. I'm like, oh, maybe.
Well, it's because I got your gun going on there. You see that silhouette? Like, that must be Skull. No, Skull's bigger.
I have to tell you that these two were like this even when we were doing offset too. So as location cuts, sometimes, like I said, I work both sides of it. And I'm like, come on, guys, we can't park there. Stop it. And they would always make some crazy jokes. Knuckleheads.
How you doing, buddy? What's your name? What's your question?
Hi, my name is Bert. I also come from Arcadia, which is the city.
Arcadia!
Let's see. My question is for Johnny Bosch, aka Adam Park. I love your morphs. I thought you had the best morphs of all the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I've seen your morphs from Mighty Morphin to Operation Overdrive on YouTube over and over again because I like watching to see you morph. And yeah. And one of the, if you see the video, one of the YouTube comments said that you didn't seem that interested in playing Adam at the beginning in Mighty Morphin, and you got more into it in your later series like Turbo and Operation Overdrive. Is this true?
That I wasn't into it?
Yeah.
No, it's not true. That I don't know who said that. They don't. That guy. But no, I was into it. But the truth is, I didn't know what I was doing from in the beginning. I really didn't. I had no idea. I was just thrown into it. For me. I called myself the background ranger. So, Tommy, and then be up front. Rangers is in the viewing club. Tommy would like saying something really cool, like, let's do it, guys. And I'd be back here. Well, me and Nakia, actually. Yes. We're back here like this. Oh, right. That's it. That's what we waited for. Our moment. You were the right people, Johnny. And so, yeah.